I don't believe in God. I know God.
I love me some Jesus.
You're doing too much.
That's crazy. That's on the next episode.
It's the moon reading.
I rock with you, YaYa.
It's all love.
They better listen to this advice. We good.
You crazy girl.
This is what this show is about, all right? We
Put
keep
the
it real.
real and real talk. The God in God talk.
And that's right.
Tuesday, October 1st, 2024. And you're listening to Real Talk On Godtalk, a podcast for people who skip church for brunch on Sundays.
We wanted to reintroduce, who Real Talk on God Talk is, who YaYa is, who Truth is, and basically why we even decided to start a podcast way back when in the time that we were in seminary. I think a lot of it, and correct me if I'm wrong, YaYa, but we started because we wanted something more. We were seeking something more. And it happened very genuinely for us to even start a podcast, which was really cool. And as we wanted, we were learning so much in the academic world. But then it felt like, at least for me, it felt like it got too academic. It was too academic, and it was either it's too churchy or it's too academic, and like I'm trying to find like where's God in the everyday life? Where I gotta walk with God in this life. Tell me how to, please. So we just wanted to reintroduce ourselves to our faithful listeners who throughout like the time that we haven't been putting out an episode, are still asking us about it. Like we appreciate that love. Like we really do. And then for those who are just tuning in, like, welcome.
Yeah, for real. When Truth and I started, what was it, 4 years ago, 5 years ago now?
I think 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
It's been a minute, yeah. Like we were at totally different points in our lives, pre-pandemic. I think I had maybe just gotten married. Truth wasn't married yet.
I was not married yet.
Because we want to hear like how things are going.
Yeah.
But we were at totally different points in our lives, different points in our lives spiritually. I'll speak for myself. I had gone to seminary truly seeking a different, like I wanted Christianity at that point, but I needed something that could hold my Blackness. A part of what spurred me was reading some of Dr. Cohn's, literature, Black liberation theology literature, and that like made me want to go to seminary. And when I got there, while there was so many like positive things, I learned so much, made so many good relationships. It was just like everybody's in their head, nobody's using their heart. Oh, I won't say nobody, but it was just like
a majority of that experience. Yeah.
Right. It could be hyper competitive. We all see people who say they're Christian, but are doing all types of other things. You could take it on the large scale politically.
Yeah.
Or you could take it on the one-on-one. How are you going to say you are a Christian and espouse that type of love? You don't even say hello to me when I'm walking through the hall. It just did not make sense to me at that time. And so did some seeking, did some searching. And when we started Real Talk, we just wanted to just talk, like, no pressure on it, no right or wrong per se, but how do we explore what it looks like to access God and God's love and live out God's love in the world, like in real life, like for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I think that was the piece that we were missing, where it was like, okay, like we're getting all this great theological framework. We're getting all the right words and stuff like that. But now how do I apply it to my everyday life? Like, how do I apply this theology? How does it look when it's lived out? And then also, I think one of the conversations that we had early on was like, why are these conversations so inaccessible? Like, why did I have to come to seminary to have them? Why is it not accessible to just like the regular person walking down the street? Like, why are these conversations not being had? And I felt for myself that it was my responsibility. If I had the privilege to go out and attend seminary and get this knowledge, then it was my responsibility to also come back and have these conversations with the people around me and try to help them see things in a different way. Even, just planting a seed, or like if you have questions, just let them know it's okay to ask questions. Like we don't we don't have to not ask questions. Yana and I, we always questioning everything. We're like questioning intention, like why you said that, when you said that, like,
Right.
that's just us. And so it was like, no, it's for a lot of people, I think our experience is that like asking questions makes you like less of a believer in God. And that's so dangerous. And I think those were one of the things that I definitely wanted to start like breaking those like type of chains that really hold people back from experiencing God fully in freedom, not only in fear. That's what Real Talk started with, and then over time it just developed into so much more because now we had people joining the conversation, and now we were getting asked some real questions, and it was like, okay, people, y'all really interested in this stuff, ain't y'all?
No,
Like,
but seriously, I feel like in our society, we can just be inundated by the superficial stuff. And, nothing's wrong with a good time. I'm low key a
yeah,
party girl. I like to go out,
yeah,
like to have a good
yeah,
time, like to get dressed. But so many of us are seeking for like to tap in to just something deeper, like something real, something that is above us, something transcendent. And it's like when you are, scrolling every day, going to work, paying your bills, going out, but your soul wants to tap in.
yeah,
I think where we are now is wanting to kind of like be that place
yeah,
and be that community for
yeah,
like-minded people who are like, yo, I know there's more. Like there
yeah,
has to be more meaning. There
yeah,
has to
yeah,
be
yeah,
more to this. And since we started Real Talk until now, like when we talk about like things that have been going on socially, culturally in the news, it's been crazy.
it's been
We have gone
crazy.
through global pandemics,
Jeez, for real.
violent acts, mass shootings, multiple instances of witnessing genocides, plural
It's
in real time, uh, cr-
chaos.
chaos, economic instability. Like we have seen some stuff in such a short amount of time
It's ghetto out
that
here.
is, listen,
Yeah.
that people are, I mean, people, myself, I won't speak for you, Truth, but I'm sure you too, are just like disoriented.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard living out here day to day. And people have always been struggling. That's it's
And
the
nothing new,
struggle. The voice,
right?
nothing new, right? More and more, I realize that a lot of people are struggling spiritually, and that will have a different toll on you than like struggling financially and stuff like that. Like obviously, it's a struggle either way, but it's just something different about your own spirit feeling down and way down. And
Sucking the
so
life energy out, like the actual life
life
out of
energy.
you. And we're
Yeah,
supposed
yeah.
to be vital. We're supposed to be,
This is
you
what
know?
we've always wanted Real Talk and God Talk to be. It's about this community, this connection. Like, yo, we're not alone. We're not meant to be alone. We were never meant to be alone. We were never meant to do this life alone. Like, we are a community
Mhm.
of people. And that can look, community can look so different, but that's the beauty of it. Like, we ain't all gotta have the same ideas. We that's fine. But it's like we can have that respect for one another. We can still have that love for one another. And that's, I think, something that we wanted with Real Talk and God Talk. And I think now it feels like, yo, we need it more than ever. And so like I feel also like we are in a good place to like you said, to be that.
Yeah, I mean, one of my hopes, I think, for the podcast, this season and going forward is to just help give people the tools, a point of reference, perspectives, and just offer it. Like you said, we can be different, have different ideas, come from different perspectives, but for us to give something else, something that's a little counter to the culture.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I struggle with feeling the pressure to like fit in, assimilate, not make any waves, just keep my head down, do what I need to do. But that in my soul, it does not feel like I was made for that. And neither were you, and
Yeah,
neither
yeah.
are the listeners,
Right,
like
right.
we're made to shine with what comes from within us, like shine God from the
Yeah.
inside out.
Hmm.
And that takes cultivation.
Yeah.
Like, especially when the culture is so anti-life to be, you know, and I don't mean that like in an abortion way, obviously, but I mean,
no,
like,
yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I think that it takes cultivation, it takes tools, it takes community, it takes gaining wisdom, other people's experiences. And I think that what I hope for the podcast is that we can continue to just give you something else to think about. Take it, leave it, forget it, in one ear, out one ear. It really honestly doesn't matter. But we just want to offer a place of like ideation where we could think about these big ideas, where we can go deep, where we could think about what it really means to be authentically you, because that represents a facet of God. At least that's what I believe.
Nah, I totally feel you on that. That right there, being authentically you, is so hard in a society that always tells us, "Oh yeah, just be you." Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Right.
just be you, but be like this though. You know what I'm saying? Just be you, but use this to be you. And it's like, I know we can just be us. And so like that authenticity is so important, because it's like what each of us has is exactly what this world needs.
And in a way that is not necessarily tied to the almighty dollar, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, you go on YouTube, you type in like authenticity, you're gonna get like all these TED Talks that basically tell you about being authentic at work. Which,
Right.
work, valid place. We spend a lot of time, many of us spend a lot of time there, you know, whatever. But what I think about, just in the approach to the show and our conversations, is like not necessarily making this a podcast that is like, okay, well, we need a brand endorsement and we need this and we need this many followers, we need that and we need that. And that's like a change of perspective for me, because I think I used to previously, I would feel like the pressure of like, how can Real Talk and God Talk become popular? How can it become?
Facts.
But that's not what it is about. Like, when Truth and I say community, whether it's one person or a million people, it is a question of, how do we commune with each other? How can I offer a piece of me, you offer a piece of you, and us kind of bring those things together to come to a new understanding or a deeper understanding. And that's my hope for the show.
I ain't even gonna follow up with that, because that's right there. That's it. That's it right there. So one thing for our new followers, and then for our day ones, is the one thing that we love to do around here when we have an episode is our moon reading. That's Yaya's moon reading. So if y'all don't know, y'all will get to know what that is. So go ahead, Yaya.
Okay, so the moon reading is just an opportunity to kind of take a look at what's going on in the skies and the celestial bodies, which I believe truly impacts our lives. And so I think the moon reading is just a light way to share some of that, give you something to think about. If you're a ritual doing person and you like to time your rituals with astrological movements or celestial movements, well, the moon reading is for you. It's the moon reading. This is your moon reading for October 1st through about October 14th, 2024. A couple of things for you all. First things first, we are looking at the new moon in Libra on October 2nd. This is a new moon and solar eclipse in Libra, so it's a lot of energy happening. This is a time for transformation, renewal, where the energy of the new moon will be super amplified because of this solar eclipse. As we know, historically, like a lot of cultures believe that solar eclipses are a time to stay in the house, stay in, a lot of unpredictability, the sun being the earth's light source of life, source of energy, being covered, be a kind of scary time. But what I offer to you is to embrace it. It's a time where there's an opportunity for quantum leaps, massive changes. It's a time that can open the door to new realities, kind of like the chaos before the clarity. So don't fight it, embrace it, accept it. The time for endings and new beginnings. And on top of that, lucky us or unlucky us, I don't know, but we are actually entering into a season on starting September 29th, going through the next 2 months. The Earth will actually have 2 moons. Our regular moon, our handy dandy, and then we'll have a mini moon, which is a mini moon, which is what is it? Like an asteroid? Y'all can't see Truth laughing at me. Listen, we're getting back into it. But all that's to say, new moon in Libra, mini moon. It's a lot of energy. Solar eclipse. In the chaos, embrace it. There will be clarity.
Ooh, I love that. 2 moons. That's wild. Okay. The world is wild. 2 moons.
Right.
Big moon. Mini moon. It's wild. I love it though. I love it. Embrace the chaos.
Basically.
We just got to get through it. We're going to be all right. Well, thank you, YaYa, for that beautiful moon reading. I'm glad to hear it again, to be honest with you. I've missed the moon reading. So glad to have it back. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all that good stuff.
You must have looked at my face. I said, we on TikTok? I said, are we on TikTok?
I saw YaYa's face. I was like, we on there, but we not on there. But honestly, like, I feel like we are probably more on Instagram than anything else. But if you do want like video content, just short clips of the show, we definitely we'll have that on all our platforms. But we're gonna try to get better with the social media stuff. Two
elder millennials.
I'm sorry.
Trying to...
For real. We trying, y'all. We trying. Yeah, but make sure y'all follow us so y'all stay up to date on, the next episode. We actually do have something exciting for the next episode if you want to give a little sneak peek of that.
We're getting into October. We love the scary season, the Halloween season, and a lot of times we take a look at some concepts and flip it to say, what's the spiritual and cultural meaning. And so we're going to be talking a little bit about possession. Spiritual possession, how that shows up in the biblical text, outside of the biblical text, culturally, talking a little bit about the Holy Spirit and how that works its way into the equation. Stay tuned. It's good. I think it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a little spicy.
Yeah, I'm loving it. So y'all make sure y'all tune in for the next episode for that. That's going to be dope. And so, we thank you for listening to us today. And we will catch you on the next one. Peace.
Love y'all.
I don't believe in God. I know God.
I love me some Jesus.
You're doing too much.
That's crazy. That's on the next episode.
It's the moon reading.
I rock with you, YaYa.
It's all love.
They better listen to this advice. We good.
You crazy girl.
This is what this show is about, all right? We keep
the real and real talk. The God in God talk.